I can say, now it's live. See, I hit the live button kind of late. And then the child's hitting stuff. See how I do it by myself. Hey, y'all, it's me by myself. My sister's house. It's not really by myself. I got DeMarco. DeMarco, you can come off of mute. We don't have no big group.
Oh, okay.
I have myself to shade today and on the male panel, which is just me, myself, and DeMarco. I can't really bounce off or how my day is going, but I can with DeMarco,
Facts. How your
everything
day
is
going?
hey, my day has been going quite well, very busy. My week has been going well. How about yours, DeMarco?
Oh, I'm awesome as always.
I
Twice on
know.
Thursday.
Hey, it's nice to have you back here on my sister's house. Second time? This is our second time on the panel. Third time.
Two times.
Two
Two-time
times for
champion.
you. Two
Yeah,
times
yeah.
for you on the panel, but you're always here as a respondent here. What
That's correct.
happened? Summer wants to know what happened. Who knows? Your guest came in, your guest went out. They're not. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. DeMarco has always been the one. We need to give him a trophy.
Hey, I'll accept. I'm always here for the
We need to give
recognition.
him a whole trophy. Your other ones, they can raise their hand all they want, but they ain't stayed, okay? Oh boy said I'll be right back. He ain't come back.
Nope. Dip down on him.
He gonna get a whole shirt. He gonna get the I am my sister's keeper shirt. But anyway, so man, y'all know I'm hot as I don't know what.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know. For the ones who's watching, if you looked at the topic today, the topic is biological and step parent. I think I said that right.
Yep. Biological and step.
Yeah, we just said step. I'm making up the parent part because I'm just gonna throw it up in there. Biological and step. And we're gonna talk about mainly for the men, but I'm gonna throw the women in there because the women, y'all be tripping. And I say y'all because I ain't tripping. Because I was wishing my ex would come and get his kids. Get him out. Can you please come get your son? Come get somebody. Get him out my face. Can I get some me time? Stuff like that. Some people just
And
want
guys,
kids.
guys need to go get their kids.
Right.
Don't be building out here making that woman watch after their kid on their own. Give her some free time. Go get some father-daughter time or some father-son time.
Why y'all
Stop making that extra man meet your kids for nothing.
I wish I had an extra man. I wouldn't even do that. See, that's the type of woman I was. I wasn't going to just have every time Dick and Harry. Oh, I said the word. I'm so sorry. That's a fine. But I wasn't going to have every, I said that.
Richard. But it's Richard.
Yeah. Bit Richard. I wasn't going to have all those people in and out of my household. So my son, one, could see, oh, my mama a little floozy. One. Two, I wasn't ready for that type of action. We already know that. And three, that's not the thing to do, especially if you're raising a young man. And then my daughters, they were older, they were in college. I didn't want my daughters seeing that. They're already probably doing whatever the guys know what, but I didn't want them to see, oh, look, daddy gone. Now I see how she really is. You know what I'm saying? That's not the type of thing that had to get things together in my life and try to steer my children together because their daddy was gone and he was out there doing
God knows what. Not spending time with his kids. See, if he was spending time with his children, they wouldn't have to see every Richard and Harry and them. Yeah.
In his churn.
Yeah, go get your kid. Go get your baby.
Why y'all men do that? Y'all leave and won't get y'all children.
Same reason why some mothers don't let their kids go to the dad. They be bitter, man. They use them like bargaining chips. You heard it.
That part, It's so most definitely true. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing I don't like. You know, let me see.
That's where the steps come in.
Well, see, I was about to get into that. When the stepfathers and the biological. Now, when the stepfathers come in and they start doing their thing, then the biological fathers want to come in and start, setting boundaries.
But you can't set boundaries to where you're not prominently at.
Legally, they can.
Yeah.
Legally, they can.
Yeah, you had to go through the court systems and such. Yeah. But nah, even still, they can't keep you. Like, if you was to get proposed to and you getting married, then that man does become a step parent. Like,
right, he become the parent.
So yeah, legally, legally, you still got a biological father, but you got a stepfather also.
Do you not know that step parents, when they marry, they have custodial rights?
Yeah.
Yeah, but some people out here don't know that.
Yeah.
Once they marry the mother, they have custodial rights, and the biologicals do not know that. The biologicals don't know that. So when they say, well, I'm that parent, that's
their parent too.
Right. Now, since I'm married to him, he has custodial right too.
Mm-hmm.
So now fight, just it's a whole lot. But with the courtesy of the mother and the new parent is, y'all supposed to have that common ground. Y'all supposed to discuss that blending of that family. But some people don't do that sometimes. They just go in there and like, rah, I'm gonna be that, that man, I'm that father, and you're gonna do as I tell you to. But you don't do that when you go in there as that parent. You're supposed to go in there as that friend and work your way up. It's like that trust. Like,
I wouldn't so much say friend, but yeah, you got to be cordial, build trust. Yeah.
Why you can't be that?
Be friend? A confidant, because you can't be friends with your kids. I'm not friends with my children.
Well, I'm not friends with mine, no.
But we cordial.
Right. I'm not friends on there. One of them, because I have a 27. I have a 25-year-old. So we're not friends,
so
but
much they friend. Yeah. See, there you go. You got to draw that line in the sand. Like, we can play and we can have fun together and whatnot, but I'm still the parent at the end of the day. Like, there you go. Set some boundaries. That's what they call it, setting boundaries.
Yeah, it's boundaries. It's called boundaries.
And that's what the biological parent that's building with the step parent, that's what you need to do. Set your boundaries. Start learning what it is that you are willing to agree with, what it is that you're willing to not agree on, and find some common ground to meet in the middle.
So so you're dating, right? Yeah. You're in a serious relationship.
I am.
And your significant other has children. So what is your actual role as the man in the house with the children?
A father figure. Like the man of the house. I'm there as a stand-in, so to speak, because her son does know who his father is, and I'm not forcing him or asking him to call me dad. He knows me as my name, DeMarco. So we cool, and I don't have nothing that I'm trying to overstep on nobody else's toes either. So whatever rules and guidelines you already teaching your young man, sir, that's what I'm gonna follow along with. And meeting that person, it'll be the same scenario. Like, cool, I don't have no issues with you. And at the same time, I'm not trying to overstep what you're saying or teaching your kid either. I'm just here to be a stand-in. I'm here to be a father figure as well. You see errant behavior, correct it.
I hear you, but I have a
4-year-old. I know. You got to do what you got to do. And it happens sometimes. You got to take care of your baby.
I'm being bullied. I just fed her, and she's sitting up here telling me I need some dinner now. Who eats an 8-piece chicken nugget right before the show and now hungry again? I don't understand this.
Apparently a 4-year-old.
She's greedy. Greedy. Like, seriously, I don't understand. The child has a tapeworm.
It's okay. You got a snack or something you can grab for her right quick?
I already gave her a snack. She just had a Pop-Tart.
Give her some water.
She got juice in there.
Water help that bread expand. See, not overstepping, just advising. That's what you do as a step parent. You see how this works?
No, all of that is fine. But boy, I can't wait till that flight back to Florida. You just don't know.
It's a celebration.
I need to get her back to her parents, okay?
That's the beauty of grandkids out here.
Get her back to her mama. That's one thing I gotta do. Because right now, Gigi can't handle it. Like, I can't handle it at all. So, but what, I mean, so I kind of asked you, no, let me go back. So that is your role, right?
Yeah.
So your expectations out of the children, like you kind of like answer that in there, but what is your expectations with the children?
Hopefully you don't have expectations too high. A lot of times people expect stuff that never pans out that way and you be upset forever. The expectation is to live, see them grow, become who they're going to become, and hopefully see the next generation too. That's what that is. Don't expect so much.
Right. So, I mean, I think because I see a lot of people that do expect some things, you know, they step in and they come up with, if you don't go sit down. Parker, sit please. Because because some people, you know, they come in and they jump in and they start saying, you know, now since I'm in the picture, oh Jesus Christ, people jump in and they start saying things as to the point of, you know, now I'm in the picture, this person couldn't do this, so now I'm gonna do this, and that child is going to excel because now I'm here and I have this, or I'm at this point in my life, and you know, just make up stuff, you know, and it's just like, and if it don't work out, it's in your relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because of your child, y'all relationship is affected by it. You know, I'm here for your kids. So you got with me because of the children?
I think that's more on the biological thing there. A lot of people stick together because they got kids. Be seeing that it's going bad, but they want to stay there because now they got children.
No, I met a guy that was divorcing, that had a lady had kids. Hopefully,
go for it. Yeah, I think she was speaking more so on the biological aspect with that one though, because people that come in, and if you're a step parent, please don't try and step on people. Be an extra parent, be a bonus, be a one-upper. Like, don't try to take over nobody else's position. Just do you, and everything great will come. But Touche is back, so she's going to continue on what she was speaking on. You said the guy.
Yes. Yeah. So that person, you know, he was feeling sorry because he stated that he took the woman in. I don't even know if it was love or not, but he took the woman in. He cared for the children. He helped the children go to private school or something like that. But when they were divorcing, because he bought the door, you know, the son was going to a private school. He was playing football, supposed to be the best in the area. He bought him a car and all this kind of stuff. But some kind of way the relationship went south. And he said he was hung up because of the kids. Because he knew that she couldn't provide what he was giving to her for the children. The home, the education, the finances, all of that. It was all about the children.
Yeah. Oh, so he really grew love for them. He wasn't That's exactly what I'm saying. He
Right.
became
It
a
was all
bonus
about the
parent.
children that
Yeah.
was not his, because his kids are grown.
Yeah. So
His
he
kid
was a
was
step
grown.
parent, and he was really
Right.
stepping
He
for
really
them. Like,
he stepped in. And when he was telling me the story, I mean, like, he was heartbroken. He
yeah,
was really heartbroken over the kids. He wasn't heartbroken over her. He was over her. He
yeah,
was like, the hell with her, whatever. But it's the kids. Like, he was still going to the son's banquets and football games and stuff like that. And I was like, whose son? And he called them my son,
yeah.
and my son. And I was like, okay, wait. Help me understand. Who kids are these?
Man, he told you.
But he was like, no, they're her kids, but I love those kids.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, like, she messed all this up. Like, what happened? What
But
happened
that be the thing. That you can't correlate the two together. Just because he was great with them kids doesn't mean that woman wasn't horrible with him. Like, sometimes people can be detrimental to each other, but we excellent to the extension of us, so to speak. Like, our children are an extension of us. So they can be wonderful people for your children, but at the same time, they are horrible for you.
Right. And see, I asked that question. I said, so why were y'all together? I'm like, I said, because I asked everybody the same question. What she do or what happened? And I didn't ask the bad question. I said, what did you do? Because it takes two to tangle. You can tell me the story of her, but what did you do?
And people
Did
ain't
you
gonna look in the mirror too
or
quick.
did you whatever? And he was like, no, this and this and that. I work long hours. He drive trucks.
Okay.
He drive trucks. So he worked long. And I was like, dang, these women messing up like that? But the man builds a house, luxury cars, bills paid for. She works her own business, and you have nothing to worry about.
Except the fact that her man ain't there. She got to go long hours without him.
Hey, look, let me tell you something about long hours. My ex-husband was in the military. I want hours, days, okay, years without any. That's why I guess I can hang the way that I'm hanging, because I dealt with that. So
you built the tolerance for it.
You can. I don't understand these women. It's just like, y'all can't do
They don't have a tolerance like that.
It's two. I call it these two little fingers right here. You just hold it. You might feel that you hold that muscle. Are you gonna feel a 2 little heartbeat? Boom, 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 boom. It's over with. It's over with. You don't have to match. Everybody asks me something. You don't masturbate. Let me tell you, you don't have to masturbate. You just hold that muscle down. Just hold it down. And it's over with. Go on about your business. Have a couple businesses. Generate you some income. 2, 3, 4 god dang gone flows of income will work you some. You won't even think about getting none. An idle mind is the devil's playground. And I know a lot of people that heard that before.
Like I say, when it comes to folks' relationships and stuff, though, it could be anything that caused them to break up. But that love for the kid, that ain't had nothing to do with that relationship for real, for real. Like, when you love that person, true enough, you show love to their people. Like, their family become your family, that type of deal.
Right.
That's what the relationship builds. So when you do start doing that, then you building relationships with other individuals. So you can break up with the woman that you're talking to, but you and her cousin, y'all, talking about best friends forever. So even though y'all split up, you still kicking it with her cousin. And that's supposed to be okay until you get the invite to the family picnic or whatever. And now you got to see her and she got a new guy and you got somebody else. And that becomes a whole thing, because that ain't got nothing to do with the kids.
Right.
Biological is still
right. Well,
those are individuals, man. You got individuals and you have individual relationships.
You gotta, I don't know.
He showed genuine love to them kids. That's why he still go to the banquets for that boy. That's awesome. and that guy probably need that. I mean, you said like he took them in and he helped care and raised them kids. So that means the dad wasn't around. So he became that father. So guaranteed that little boy graduating, he going off and doing something wonderful. That man gonna be right there beside him because that's who he know as his dad. And he ain't putting a biological or step on it. That's dad.
He's not. That's exactly what he told me. He's like, my son. I was so confused. I mean, like, for years when he used to tell me about my son, I'm like, he got 2 daughters that I know of. I said, where does other kid keep? You keep talking about this kid, and then there's another little kid, and I'm like, where the other kid coming from? He was like, that's her son, but that's my son. I was like, that's what's up. Yeah. That's really what's. I've never heard that because I just ain't never heard of that.
Well, see,
and I think it's
the biological and stuff, that can even go with siblings and stuff too, because you think about it, like you said, I'm in a serious relationship now. And yeah, her son is, I'm talking about fantastic with my children. So all 3 of them can get together and play as if they've been knowing each other since birth, or they do come from the same family tree. Me myself, I'm my father's only son, but my mother had 3 kids. And she married her husband, and her 3rd child is his 3rd child. So he had 2 other children before marrying them. So it's 5 of us total. But you won't know that we're from a blended family, not unless you ask or who our family is, because we just siblings. Like, those are my sisters, that's my brothers. Like, that's how they go. Because those are individual relationships that I've built with those people. Like, I don't give a dag on who your mom is. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But your dad cool as a fan, and that's my pop. So you must be my other, sibling, because I'm with him. This my dad right here. Yeah.
So nobody never showed anything different in your family. Him and the kids and
no
like that. Oh, that's
cool. And to truth be told, when him and my mom was getting married, I was in my teenage years at that point in time, and yeah, I didn't like dude, but it was because I didn't know him. Right. And not only did I not know him, but I wasn't really raised by my own dad. So my father figure was my grandfather, So I was like, I don't like none of these dudes. Reason being because of my pop, my biological dad. Right. But once I got to know, my pop, like, yeah, that became what it is now. And that's my man, 100 grand. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some always call me a brat or whatever, but my parents split. I was in the 3rd grade. I both of my parents got remarried. I didn't like my dad's new wife because I don't do step because I was raised by both of my parents. Mm-hmm. I don't have no step. Right. That's his wife. Right. My mom got remarried. That's her husband.
Gotcha.
Can't raise me if my parents raised me.
Correct.
So we had family. He didn't have any kids. My mom's husband didn't have any kids. My dad's wife had a son, and I ain't like him because I used to beat him up all the time because he used to steal from me.
So you ain't have a step sibling neither?
I ain't had nothing. My dad's wife had a son.
Yeah.
I used to beat up all the time. They couldn't leave him in the house with me. And and then he died when I was in I was 20, 19 or 20. So it was nothing. I had nothing. So I don't know how that feels. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, she couldn't tell me nothing. She was scared of me. My dad's wife was scared of me. She thought I was gonna beat her up. I
would too. You already beat up her son.
I don't know. Raymond, there you go. Janelle said children should never feel like they are a step. I have a stepmother who I'll call my bonus mom because she is a bonus. She used to say steps are for stepping on. Ain't that the truth? That's what I said. Steps are for stepping on. That is, I don't like the word step either. Earlier. That's what I was saying step. Earlier. Yeah, you did say that. You don't do step. Steps,
that's how we was brought in my family. Steps is something you walk on.
Right.
Okay.
I wouldn't even.
My babies, even I ain't no half brothers, half sisters. all my kids, you know what I'm saying? I came to the relationship with a son. She came with 2 daughters. They was 2 and 1. My son was probably 4 or 5. But those are my daughters. That's her son. Then, you know what I'm saying, we got kids together, but ain't no half nothing. You dig? It's brothers and sisters. Them is my daughters, them is my girls. Their kids is my grandkids. Ain't no step, no daddy, ain't no, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about their family mentality. And I treat every last one of them equally. If I die tomorrow, all of them's getting bread. You feel me? Because they all mine.
Fact.
I raised them. You feel me? I raised
Yes,
Right.
them mine. Can't nobody tell me
Right.
nothing different. I had to argue with a white dude at work one day. He said, "So how many of them kids is yours?" I said, "What you mean?" I said, "They all mine." Well, why is the other two's name is different? I said, "Listen, if I brought them in here right now, they all gonna beat you up. They all gonna beat on you.
For that
gonna whoop
statement,
your
I
ass.
ain't lying.
You feel me?
Mind your business.
It's
That's
gonna
what
be a
you
family
need to do.
affair. Then you ask them what their name is. You feel me?
I agree.
I mean, you know, it's family.
I
Family is
agree. That's
family.
love. Yeah.
Yeah, see, whether you messing with a woman or if a woman's messing with a man, when you step in that relationship, it's a package deal.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I get it. And look, ain't no beefs or nothing. I get along with their father. They father say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? She get along with my son's mother. They call each other baby mamas. You feel me? I'm on that Will Smith shit. You feel me? Will Smith did it best. I'm on that Will Smith shit. It's a united family. And they call my son's mama sometimes. You feel me? It is.
I like
It
it.
is what it is. And my
I
daughter
like
got
it.
other brothers and sisters, and they've now been in my house, stayed in my house because it's a united front. You feel me?
Yeah. See, that's
It's
what
all
I'm
about
working
family,
on right
man.
there. Building the family, letting it be known, like, just because we ain't together no more don't mean that I want you to fall or I want things to go wrong for you. Nah, I hope and pray that everything goes great in your life. And if there's anything I can do, please ask me or let me know so I can stand in. But don't just call me when you need money. Like, that's the last thing that somebody want to be informed of or used for financial gain. It's horrible.
Right. Hey, let me
Well,
parent
your
my
own
child.
children do that all the time.
Yeah, but your kids are your kids. They supposed to be in your pockets until they can put something in them.
Hey, man, you hear me? Hey, man, you hear me? Hey, man, hey, my kids make my cash app go ding.
You know what I'm talking about? They
And they
supposed to
cry.
do that. That's
And
yeah.
the baby, the last one of the Mohegans, just graduated. But I say, man, what about Mama's cash app? Now, now we can get. Sometimes I separate that. Like, man, hit Mama. Mama ain't got no cash app. But get the cash. You know what I mean?
And drop something in her pocket. Yeah.
You heard me?
Congratulations too.
Quick as I make it, they get it. He's at the studio. He either make clothes or money. All right, Daddy, I need you. I got you. They don't even say nothing. They just ding. Yeah.
That's it. They stay in your pocket till they can put something in them. That's how it goes though. Them kids don't never stop being a financial
Man.
burden. 18 is not when you stop caring
Man.
for your kids.
Man.
Biological or still.
I need somebody to give me some money.
Oh man. You
Man,
working for it already?
parenting is something that don't never stop, no matter how old they get. You still
That's
a parent,
fact.
man. Till the casket
Yeah.
drop. You feel
That's
me?
it.
Hey, and this is always home. Man,
Yep.
this is always home. You fall down, come on back, let's get you back up, let's get you together and get you right back on your feet and get you out the door. That's what my father told me. You know what I'm saying? Even to this day, I'm 49, but my parents' numbers in my phone is home because that's what it was. Even though I own my own house, but
How'd you go out? What'd you say? What was the last part?
a thing right now. I said, man, it's home. It's always gonna be home. Even
You
though I
got
own
some.
my own house, that number right there is home. That's been like it 49 years.
Right.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same, like I said, the same for man. Come on back. You gotta get back on your feet. Come on, let's start it all over again. Let's get you back on your feet and let's go. Man, friends don't stop, man. Some people get that shit twisted. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? That's how we lose so many of them out here in the struggle. You feel me?
Yeah.
You can't give up on man. Come on, man. You can't give up on them. You know what I'm saying? They always need parenting. You know what I'm saying? Whether you know what I'm saying, there for them mentally, financially, physically, spiritually, however. You got to be there for them. You know what I'm saying? Don't be no crutch, but you still got to be there for them. You feel
That's
me?
Well,
it.
That is a crutch, being there for them. But see, for me,
It's a difference.
I gotta give up. You gotta let go of the rope sometimes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
have
you
to
do
let
gotta
go of
let
the
'em.
rope.
You gotta
Because
let 'em go.
I got a 27-year-old that will tug that dang on rope, tug that rope 24/7. And when she tugs that dang on rope, I'm jumping like this. But I just had to drop that rope recently because she would take advantage of it.
So you set a boundary.
Oh yeah, had to.
That's what I was saying in the beginning. You gotta have boundaries. Once
Because
you started realizing that, once you realized that she was just tugging that rope because she knew that you was gonna run every moment, you had to learn to set a boundary. So you can't really even set boundaries for certain things until they start to happen or you notice it. You know what I mean?
But I hate to do it because I know, like, for my parents, they didn't never like Raymond was saying. My parents ain't never do that. You know, they
she probably didn't abuse it neither, though.
No, I did not. I ain't
that's
abused
the difference.
it. You know, I knew it was there, but when they try to hand it out there, and I'm like, no, I got it. Let me figure it out. Let me figure it out because I want to pull that card. Because if I pull that card right now, I know I probably ain't gonna be able to pull it no more
later on.
So
see,
let me hold on to that until later. Because like when I knew, like when I got divorced, I needed that card.
Yeah,
I needed that card. Then some.
Yeah,
you know. Back in the day, I ain't need nothing. You know, I took care of everything on my own. But when I needed that divorce, I didn't know which way. I didn't know right. I thought right was left, left was right, up was down, and down was up. I didn't know where to go. So I needed that card and then some. I'm trying to tell you.
And see, that's when your dad wife and your mom's husband stood in and helped you out too.
Yeah.
See those steps that you were saying, like, wink, wink.
Whatever.
See, family came to your rescue. Yeah, see,
they did, but I, but it was no. You talking about step? No, she wasn't there. Some step who? What'd you say?
I thought your dad, wife, and your mom's husband might have helped you too.
Step who? No. Ain't no step down. My
dad. So just your
there.
mom and your dad, huh?
Just my mom and my dad.
They came into your rescue.
Right.
So that's why you standing firm on the biological like that.
Right. Yeah. My mom.
Because that's how your upbringing was. Gotcha.
Yeah. My parents ain't together, but they pulled together like this. Because they was married for 23 years. And so
you are the makings of them. Yeah.
Right. So, but no, you talking about them steps. No, that step, she been gone. Didn't I tell you she was scared of me? She been gone. She was gone a long time ago. She used to be mad. I was 16. Huh?
She read off.
That's what my family said. But I'm gonna tell y'all, this woman used to be jealous. My dad used to let me drive his Mercedes. I was about 16. I used to ride a Mercedes to school. She used to get mad, talking about you letting her drive the Mercedes. And my dad used to be like, that's my daughter. She can drive the Mercedes wherever she wants. She used to be jealous of my dad and our relationship.
See,
that's why I said that lady was, she was mad. That's why I think that's why I have a loving spirit, because not just because of the relationship she gave to me, but how I see my dad treat women. Because when you with a woman is supposed to love what you what you bring in, right? Because my parents divorced when I was in the 3rd grade. So when my dad went around with other women, he made sure, because I used to live with him, so he made sure that y'all receive, because she a special one. So if you don't like my daughter, I can't kick it with you for long. I might take you out to dinner, whatever, but you can't come over here. Because if you don't like her or you can't be around her, then you gotta, because I got a mama. Because he was like, you can't do nothing with her. She got a mama.
Yeah.
So
That's how it was with my son. Man, my son, man, that's how it was with my son before I, got with my wife. But anybody, man, you couldn't. If my son didn't like you, you ain't jig well with my son. On to the next one. Hey,
right.
Cause ain't nothing more. Listen, ain't nothing more important. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't nothing more important than your kid, man. So maybe your parents, but your kid, man, is your everything. My dad,
Right.
my daddy talked to me. He said, man, once you pull that thing out and you make them babies, you no longer living for you. You living for somebody else.
Yeah, and that's true. Your kids are the most important thing until you get, married. And then your spouse goes first because that's an extension of you. And you're going to put yourself first. The only way you can pour is if you pour into yourself first. So it's you and your spouse, then your children, and it's family left, parents and cousins, uncles, aunties, everybody else after. But yeah.
Right. The people don't understand the words that you're saying, though. Sometimes you says you and your spouse, not you and your girlfriend. Your girlfriend don't go first. No. But she got to be able to get along with what's going on in the household. So then when she becomes the spouse, then she goes first.
Because she's an extension of you. Yeah.
Right. But if the girlfriend ain't get along what's going on around the house, or the boyfriend ain't get along what's going around in the house,
then you probably need to change what's in your house.
Man,
Agreed.
I can't even front. I always tell my wife, even when she was just my girl, hey man, them kids come before me. You know what I'm saying? Like even like for certain things, and them kids come first. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I was raised, man. You know what I'm saying? Kids come first. But you know what I'm saying? I got you. You know what I'm saying? I got her. I got her. Like what you said, you always got to take care of your rib, your better half. You know what I'm saying? But I was told, hey man, don't nobody else come before me but them kids. And Jesus. You feel me?
There you go. Yeah.
Gotcha. Jesus. Them big ones come before me, anybody else, they better fall in line. You feel me?
And see, that's by choice. You telling yourself, like, put the children before me. You telling yourself that when you saying that to your spouse, you're saying put them kids before me. Because like even before her, that's a part of you. Put them kids first, and then we'll take care of whatever we need to take care of. You got dinner cooked, fix them kids play first. Let me eat what's left over. That type of deal. I feel you.
Hey man, that's why that'd be one of the great debates. And when I see it on Facebook, I'm like, come on, man. Any real man gonna let his women and children eat first? You feel me? Shit, I watched my pops do it. My pops ate what was left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I ain't tripping. I ain't no fix my plate first. And I ain't even got to tell her because she already know. And when people say something, man, you ain't gonna fix his. I mean, he's good.
Yeah.
She know what she's doing. Y'all madness, she know what she's doing.
And then other people need to mind their business. Because they can't come in your business and change nothing. Yeah. That's understandable. See, I don't even ask for it. Honestly, truthfully, me, myself, I really don't have a preference. If I get my plate before them, cool. If they eat before me, cool. As long as we eating. That's the point that I want to make. Are we still eating? Is anybody hungry after the meal is prepared? That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a preference on who eat first.
Daryl said the girlfriend, boyfriend can be a passing phase, but your spouse and children are expensive. We said that, honey.
That's it.
So yeah, we said that.
That's what we agree. He agreeing with us, yeah. Because that girlfriend, boyfriend phase, like they say, you can date a person and they don't supposed to meet your kids in the beginning, or if you let them do, then that's cool. However that goes. But
I moved.
He got a tattoo. It look like.
I know. Are you trying to show us your tats or something?
But yeah. He muted up.
No, but so we touched on like pretty much everything I had wrote out, right? Because everything we talking about is like it's like really serious. I mean, like really true, except for that romantic part. We ain't get to that part when your kids coming through when you're trying to get that, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So, like I say, that happened organic. Like when you trying to be around the woman or the parent and her child, or you know, in the latest point, his kid, you know, intercepting, then yeah, you let it happen organically. You don't force yourself into there and try and make it where like, play with me. Look at me. How you doing? Them kids ain't gonna like you. Now you trying to make them like you. That ain't gonna do it.
You know what?
Yeah, you can't fake it.
The little story
You
I
can't
told you
fake chemistry.
earlier with the 5 and the possible.
Yeah.
He used to do that with my kids. Hey, you know, and I'm like, you ain't got to do that because my kids don't like that corniness. You just got to sit back, chill, and be who you are. Because my kids can sniff out phony.
Yep, and that's what it is.
And my kids ain't little. I got a 20. I got a 24. Should be 25 soon, and a 19-year-old. I got grown kids. I ain't got no little 4, 5-year-olds running around here, and no 8-year-olds. You know, you got to try to fool with a lollipop and some ice cream or some shit and a basketball. Yeah, I got grown folks. You know, they sit back, they studying you. They like, this nigga don't belong in here. Like, you ain't got to come in here and try to cook and barbecue and shit. Mama get on the grill by herself. She's a griller. She's a cooker. You ain't got to try to come in here and impress nobody. Nigga, we might not wash dishes right away. You can leave them bitches in the sink. You ain't gotta try to impress nobody. Yeah. Just go sit down and chill. Put your feet up. You know, you won't go sit outside on the porch. Go sit on the porch.
Make it organic.
Don't try to impress nobody. Everybody, we cool. We chill.
Yeah.
You want to pass gas, nigga? Just lift your leg up. Pass some gas.
Outside. Don't you do that, nigga. Don't you let that devil boy go in there. That's gonna get you put out the house quick. Gonna tell you.
No, I'm joking.
Don't listen. Yeah, that'll get you
exactly
cross-eyed. Ooh, mama, I think he dead inside, mama. You might not need to talk to him.
Mama, you don't want to talk to him no more. You didn't let him get too much, too comfortable. Mama put him out.
Mama, you gotta go. He smell like outdoors inside. This ain't right.
Oh my God.
But yeah, be yourself though. That is the premise. That's the premise. Be yourself. I know, right? That's real though. Be yourself. For real.
Cause I'm gonna tell you one thing. No, I'm just joking. I ain't joking. I bring poopery to everybody's house. Hey, can I use your bathroom?
It's already warmed up. Don't worry.
I'm a lady, okay? No, okay. Let me get back on the topic. So I had also. What you said, Raymond? What
you gotta go. He said they gonna put him out as soon as he raised the leg.
I'm like, oh yeah, mama, he got to go. He got to go.
Right, because something ain't right if you finna lift your leg, partner. Nigga, you better be adjusting your seat the way you sitting or something.
We ain't play that game.
Doing none of that.
What you do? Fake.
Hey, man, sit there, be quiet, don't lift the leg, and just let it slip out. And when somebody say who done it, just like, man, yeah, who done that? They wrong.
That was you. Ooh.
Hey, you better go outside and get about 4 or 5 things. Hey, I left this in the car. Hey, I got to go get this out the car. I never understood why dude had to go get so many things out the car in my life until, somebody had to tell me, they really be passing gas. I ain't never knew that. Like, just go to the bathroom or something. Then it look bad.
It depends. If I go to the bathroom and you go right after me, then yeah, that's a bad look already. No,
I got a rule in my house. You cannot go sit on my toilet. You got to go to the hall bathroom.
And get some lights on.
I don't like my kids can't even go sit on my toilet. We got 3 bathrooms in this house. If you got number 2 and you're a visitor, you gotta go in the basement.
You go down there to the dungeon, like I said.
Hey, and you gotta you gotta go in the basement and spray. Then make sure you cut the fan on. I don't trust it.
Courtesy flush, please. You've been in there 10 minutes. Thank you.
You sending them down to the basement, get them ready for them 50 Shades of Grey.
She a bathroom bulldog, man.
I'm sorry. My sense is very
The toilet
sensitive.
tyranny.
I can't do it. And I got poopery in every bathroom. I got flush wipes in every bathroom.
You got a restroom regime. She said, yeah, you gotta go number 1, number 2. Go number 2. You ain't gonna drop no sticky loads. You can go to the basement. Man, she petty. Oh, you petty.
You gotta go downstairs. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I'm serious. If people used to hate to come when I was married, they used to hate to come to the house. I was like, hey, what you gotta do? He used to hate to tell his friends, man, you gotta do the. He's like, yeah, Shay wants you to go in the basement.
You gotta go downstairs. I'm gonna meet you at the side though.
Definitely. You gotta have rules.
They gotta come through the musician entrance to use the bathroom.
You gotta have rules. If you ain't got no rules.
I respect it though. That's your boundary. I get it. Hey.
And nobody don't like them, hey, look, don't come.
That's it.
That's how you gotta be. Now, I came up with 8 boundaries for step parents should not cross. Now, some of them we talked about. Okay. Talking negative about your spouse. Ex. Your spouse's ex.
Yeah, not around the kid.
Right. Definitely not around the children. So it just shouldn't never happen. Never should say that bum a chick.
Especially not around them kids. No.
Yeah, because that just makes you look like less of a man or less of a woman. Especially women have a bad thing of really doing that. You know, and I try to stop some. And I used to have to stop it for myself because I used to do it too with my ex at the beginning because, you know, you kind of heartbroken and stuff. And you'll say some things just like that much. And then you
realize who your audience is and you're like, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah, because they'll come back to me. I thought you said, yeah, I did. But I was kind of, you know.
That's for biological and steps or bonuses. That's what we're gonna say. Bonuses.
That type of stuff. You
don't do that
because that's somebody.
Don't badmouth that parent. Yeah, don't badmouth
that's somebody's mama. You can't talk bad about them. And disciplining your stepchildren. DeMarco, you and I talked about that a little bit, but you know, disciplining stepchildren, like you can't. I mean, unless you and your significant other had talked about that, like
true.
And if that biological parent is not in the picture, like, can you or do you want somebody? Because one, you don't know that person's anger tolerance or anger level. Because if that person gets so angry
that they start leaving whelps on your kids and stuff,
right.
That becomes
these
abuse.
Reports and stuff
nowadays, man,
dying and
people ain't whooping these kids nowadays. Ain't nobody whooping these children. A lot of times you can talk to these kids and actually try and get through to them. Now you can take their phone, start shortening that screen time, take them off this internet. You know, you got way too much other options, too many other options that you can try before you have to really whoop a kid. Now, if their biological parent is whooping them, don't you stand in there trying to stop it. I can tell you that. You bonuses.
Right. You ain't got that. You want to get a whooping.
Hey, that's enough.
Y'all gonna
don't do that to that boy and you end up getting smacked. You better stand back.
Yeah, y'all gonna have a problem. After that, you don't do that. That's what you cannot do.
So you don't whoop them without authority and don't interrupt no whoopings.
That's
that on that.
That
was next.
Definitely you don't do. Oh, please. Trying to take a place of your spouse's ex. We talked about that one as well.
Yeah, you don't overstep the boundary of the biological. You are there as a bonus. Be a bonus.
Right. And you just landed on this one. That took place of it. Putting yourself in the middle between your spouse and his or her children.
No. You don't do that either.
See, pretty much everything we already know about. That's the boundaries, though. That's the things you do not do. But people find themselves doing it anyway because they jumping in there. They're being superior. They're being super stepdad or super stepmom. And
those are people that they too busy. They trying to find something to validate themselves more than likely, and they using this experience to do it. That's not what it's for. Yeah. There's no awards for this. If you want an award, then watch every My Sister House episode on Thursdays when they drop. And you can get you an award like me.
Exactly. Get you an award.
You want an award. You don't get no award for being bonus dad of the year. Or you know what I'm saying? They don't have an award for father of the year. You get that from your kids, from the love and respect and admiration from them children. That's your award.
Right. Well, never
so
mind.
Don't go in there trying to be super dad. Just be yourself.
Exactly. And then engaging in parenting discussions with your spouse about his and her ex.
Ooh, yeah.
In parenting discussions, excuse me, I forgot one word. Engaging in parenting discussions with your spouse about his or her ex. So, meaning, you don't talk about any, just anything. I don't even know because I don't have anybody to talk about. I don't even know what to get on that subject. I just wrote that out there because
the biological mother and father are having a parenting discussion as a bonus, don't step in the middle of that. Like, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because I was thinking, you know what, when I wrote that part, because I just started talking to my ex-husband this past week, and there was a lot of things I thought about. Okay,
that could work. You know what? That could make sense. Yeah, you shouldn't.
Because his ex used to talk. Well, okay, so his ex. I'm gonna bring this.
Go ahead.
Oh, because his ex used to talk about things like, get in the middle of the kids, like be at the graduation and I was talking to Summer about that. Because one thing that she didn't need to be at the graduation. She didn't need to be like conversations and stuff like that. It was just like, why are you here? Like,
it depends. Now, if she's in that kid's life,
she wasn't.
And she was helping raise, then okay. That's wait. They just got married though. Remember we was talking about that earlier. When you get with a spouse and you have a spouse, then they become one. So I mean, it's a husband and wife thing. It's more so them now. They don't need to, sit down with you and the rest of the family, but she has an entitlement to be there. It's okay to be there. You ain't got to be in my area though.
She was in my area, and the kids didn't want her in the area.
Then she should have had enough, respect to just get up and move. Yeah.
Yeah, it don't work that way.
So I can see that, but like parenting discussions though, like you gonna get the kids this day, that day type deal, then you can handle that. That's for y'all to handle, and I don't need to be privy to that information as far as when we get them or whatever.
Well, that discussion was with someone else, but when I say it was someone else, never mind. That came at a later date, back in the past. But people had hands in, spend time with me and my kids, and didn't spend time with the other kid. Yeah. So feeling jealous. Feeling jealous when your spouse and his and her children want some one-on-one time. Now that one.
That one right there is the truth. You shouldn't get jealous. Let them folks spend their time together. I mean, but even children will get upset about that one. If you got multiple kids, like, I have a son and a daughter. So if I'm spending time with my son, I wouldn't want my daughter to get jealous. And at the same time, I'm spending time with my daughter, I wouldn't want her either.
But we're talking about spouses, though.
Yeah.
So, but when the spouses are getting jealous, the spouses shouldn't get jealous.
Not at all.
Like a small example with my dad's ex-wife. When she was mad, it wasn't even with him. It was a car. I couldn't drive my dad's car. So she would get upset and jealous. I say it was jealous, but how can you get upset because I'm driving his Mercedes? It was his car.
It ain't even yours. Yeah.
No, she had her own Mercedes,
Ah,
but I
yeah,
would
that's
drive
just
his.
jealous for nothing then. She
But
just
I
don't
couldn't
want you
do
to have
anything.
nice things. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. I couldn't do anything.
That's
Anything
why
but
she.
my
That's why
father.
you ran off. I see. Yeah, I'm starting to get the picture now.
Ran off, had a baby, did all the things in life. Just doing wrong things. And I was wrong in my life. I'm glad I made it to 46. I was just wrong. I know. I could write a book on all the wrongful things.
We're gonna wait on that one though. That's coming out in
No,
a
I
few
got a
more
book.
years.
Actually, I have
It's
a
in the
book coming
making.
out, but it ain't on that one. I need to
There
write
you
on
go.
that one.
Shameless plug. That's what I'm talking about. Book
It
coming
is.
soon. Be ready to buy a copy so you can see how I went from this to this. Yeah.
Exactly. So, and then ignoring the wishes of your spouse's ex and the relation of the children. So, I guess when they want to see the kids, have the kids for dinner, take them for the holiday weekends, don't get into it. You know, don't say
Yeah.
don't take them, don't keep them.
Yeah. Nah.
But women, I'm gonna say not for. I don't know men so much, but I know
Mm-hmm.
women do it. Like you said you had reference
We.
to it earlier when
Yep. In the
women.
beginning.
You said men and women don't let the women.
Nah,
I mean, let the kids go with their fathers or so much.
you were saying that earlier. You told the women not to be bitter and let them kids go with their dad. And I told the dudes don't be bitter and go
You
get
said
your
it too. Why?
kids. Yeah, I told them cats, go get your kids, man. Let that lady have some free time. She want to go get her nails did and have a spa day. She like to walk the mall and window shop. Let her have some free time.
Yeah, because I was in it. You know what? Because back in the day, I was dying for it. And there was people was, and I say people was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, we live. I used to count the mileage, 10.2 miles from each other.
See,
10.2 miles.
no, that's
I
way
know,
too close for
right?
you not to spend time with your kid. Man, go
I
get
didn't leave
your
the state of
kids,
Kentucky.
guys.
I didn't leave the state of Kentucky just so he can spend time with his son.
But he wasn't doing it out of spite of trying not to let you free. So he ain't want to let you go outside, but he wanted to be a backyard again. That's what was going on.
Yeah, he
He
was a
was
whole
hating.
backyard again.
He was hating out here.
And I
Go
was
get your kids, fella.
my thing was I was supposed to be out of the state of Kentucky. I could have moved. I'm not from Kentucky. I was planning on moving out of the state of Kentucky, but did not move because I did not want, because my son was 13 when we divorced. I wanted my son to be close to his father so he can do the things that he needed to do with his father,
No,
which didn't happen.
help him be a man.
So from 13 to
But he
19.
probably still learned how to be a man by
Oh, he
having
did.
that man in the absence. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that absence do make your heart grow fonder, so to speak, and you
Well, my
wanna,
dad came and spent time with him. My dad came
yeah.
and so he had his grandfather, but it's just ain't nothing like, I had my daddy, so I don't know.
I saw my dad. I mean, he grew up with me like a big brother, really, when I was a kid. And truth be told, that's my father. Like, I respect him as my dad now, as an adult. But as a kid, I really didn't. But that was because, kids are cruel. Folks used to say stuff about his past and whatnot. And I didn't believe it at the time until it came true. And at that point, it was like I lost all respect for you because you got me looking bad out here. I'm a, image of you.
Yeah.
And you doing
Right.
this, they gonna think I'm like that. I don't want to be that guy, but
Right. Oh, you know how you hear that saying?
mm,
I hate that saying. Oh, you gonna be just like your daddy when you get up.
no, I'm
Oh
not.
yeah,
Yeah.
acting just like him.
Yeah. So yeah,
No,
but like I
indeed.
say, I love him now. That's and I loved him then. I ain't mean like I ain't love him then, but I love him now because he found the errors of his ways and he's doing better.
Right.
So
Yeah,
that's
but
awesome.
yeah.
So yeah,
But
I mean,
but
yeah,
I hate to say it that way, but it's like later in life you want to find it. You want to get right.
it
Like,
happens.
yeah,
It
because
happens. Everybody don't have the right path. That's why you have to deviate and go different directions. We make
maybe so
mistakes, we
late.
fall down, but we get back up. I know there's no time limit to get yourself together now. That's just like even with these bitter baby moms and baby fathers we talk about. If you got an opportunity to hold a conversation with the other parent or your kid, talk to that person, try and figure out some common ground, make it work. Because it's not about the relationship that y'all had that crashed and burned and failed and it blew up and it's, it ain't about that no more. Forget that past. Let that hurt go. We got this kid here. We need to do something about this baby that we raising up and finna send out into this world. Don't you know they killing black people on the streets? Like, take care of your kids. Go get your chair.
Right. Ain't easy. Not even just the kids. We can grab some of these grown ones that don't know where the hell they going.
Yeah.
How
We
about
need to
them?
get back into that mentality, man. It takes a village. Start looking out for your brother and sister.
A whole village. Because these lost adults, these lost young adults don't know nothing and don't know where to go. They just
But essentially, they know everything. Truth be told, these young ones, a lot of these young kids out here actually surprise you if you listen to them. You give them a chance to open up and say something, but they too misguided. They don't have any direction. They don't have a biological or a step to go to. So they learning what they learn off of, social media. You can't even say TV no more.
no,
Yep.
they ain't doing
They learning from each other and themselves. Yep.
right, and learning from each other. Some of them ain't got it.
Yeah.
At all.
Lamar was a little loose. It's okay. Let these bonuses love these babies and stop being bitter. Go get your kids. That's the name of this.
Right.
Episode. Go get your kids. Biological or step. Go get your kids. Spend some time with them. Take them to the park and throw a frisbee.
They need to do something.
Go jump in the pool. It's summertime. Get a water gun. Throw something on the grill. Take them for an ice cream cone.
Shit, have a whole conversation with him. Lick it and touch. Nah, don't be a dude and go get an ice cream cone and talk to nobody and lick on the ice cream cone. Go get a spoon.
Man, go lick that ice cream cone. Don't let her tell you nothing wrong. Get your ice cream.
Go get a spoon, like my daddy said. I'm gonna tell you, I made some chili cheese. I made some chili cheese dog one day. My daddy got a fork and a knife. I said, Daddy, why you ain't gonna eat that like a regular? He said something about cocking
it's shaped like
head.
A Richard.
He said something like cocking your head and biting into some meat. I said, Daddy,
like you eating a Richard. We talk about Tom and Harry and Richard earlier.
I ain't never heard nothing like that. And from that day forward, I ain't made no more hot dogs for dinner. Everything I made, I sliced it up. Sausages, sliced it up. My daddy, I'm like, Daddy, that's a hot dog. That's chili cheese. Daddy says, shit. Something about cocking your head and putting that meat in your mouth, boy. So now, because I had to tell something about that. So now I had to look at Minnie. If you biting into a hot dog, I had to learn. I had to watch you cock your head.
So now you got people out here scared to eat food too. Man, go get a hot dog with your kids and cock your head to the side and eat that hot dog. Spend some time with your kids. Go get your kids.
So you telling these men to go get an ice cream. Y'all go mentor and go get these kids and talk to them and stuff. But you tell them to go lick that ice. Hey, man. So what you going to, what you Hey, I don't know what you meant to him, brother, but y'all know I can't stay serious for long.
You at the Derry Dale, and one of them was called walk over, switch over to you, excuse me, is there something in your eye?
Right. Hey, ain't shit in my eye, brother. Ain't nothing in my eyes, sir. That's what you got to tell him. Brother to brother. I got this friend. He a black cowboy. So he was telling his son, he riding the horses, right? He was telling his son something about brothers or something. They was wearing little bands or something. I said, "Oh, y'all doing Brokeback Mountain down there? Y'all need." These niggas,
Man, you ain't let nobody make it.
hey,
Everybody.
I'm gonna tell you, anybody that know they friends with me, everybody get it. Everybody getting this, okay? Because I'm gonna tell y'all, if I die before anybody, y'all gonna have some fun at that funeral. That repast, y'all better say something, because there ain't nobody gonna talk about, man, you know, y'all bet it's gonna be lit. That repast
I'm gonna tell the chili dog story. I got a chili dog story. Something about cocking their head.
Hey, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell them it's gonna be in there too. Y'all serve some chili dogs. Y'all tell me who cocked their head.
That's all y'all cock your head to the side.
Who cocking their head? Chili dogs.
Hey, I just watched the show. I'm glad I ate it before I got back on the screen. Man, I'm looking a fork and a knife, and I'm cutting it up.
See, you got Raymond messed up too, man. That's messed up, man. Y'all just doing folks like that.
Y'all better get a fork and a knife. Y'all better not, and I better not see y'all with no ice cream cone. Boy, you shouldn't have said nothing about no ice cream cone. Because next time somebody say you want to go out for some ice cream, I want him to get a cone.
Go get your kid. Go get your kid.
I'm sorry.
Biological and step. Call your siblings. Biological and bonus. Call your parents. Biological and bonus.
Absolutely.
Steps off stepping on, we say.
Yeah, we 6 minutes over. I want to say thank you for everybody who tuned in today, whether you said something or not. Well, next week we're going to be talking about apology accepted, access denied. Hey, we're going to be talking about a whole bunch on that because, hey, I got some things I want to talk about next week. Access, no, all the way denied. Here. I ain't accepting. Really, I'm not accepting no apology because there's no access here at all.
I'll be watching.
But thank y'all for joining us. Download 99.9 Urban Scene, the app with Cha-Cha Tolbert in Las Vegas. That's where our show is played on every Thursday. Every Thursday. Replay show is playing today from last week, and don't ask me what that show is. I don't know. Catch us on every platform, My Sister's House 100, and also Cash App if you're feeling generous on any monetary thing at $ My Sister's House 100. And you can always call us at 407-632-3627. I will not be singing that song, Summer, but thank y'all for joining us and see y'all later. Goodbye.